99% of seniors make these water drinking mistakes. Fix them to boost your health in 7 days. Did you know mild dehydration can look like dementia in seniors, causing confusion, fatigue, even memory loss? And here's the kicker. 99% of older adults are drinking water in ways that hurt more than help. It's not just about drinking more, it's how and when you drink that makes all the difference. In this video, we'll uncover the most common water mistakes seniors make daily and how a few small tweaks can dramatically boost your energy, digestion and focus in just 7 days. One of these tips could be the reason you feel tired all the time. Don't miss it. Meet Clara. She's 72, sharp-witted, full of stories, and the kind of woman who never misses her morning walk. A retired librarian, she's always been careful about her health, eats her greens, watches her salt, even practices yoga twice a week. From the outside, Clara seemed like the picture of aging well. But inside, something didn't feel right. For months, she battled fatigue that made her afternoons feel like a foggy blur. Her digestion felt off. She'd forget small things like where she put her keys or why she walked into a room. At first, she chalked it up to getting older. This must be how aging feels, she told herself. But deep down, Clara knew something didn't add up. It wasn't until a conversation with her neighbour, who had just returned from a wellness retreat, that Clara even thought to question her water habits. Turns out, she was making several small but critical hydration mistakes, ones that were quietly draining her energy, dulling her clarity, and making her feel older than she really was. Once she made a few simple changes, the difference was like night and day. If you've ever felt tired for no reason or noticed little changes in your body that just don't sit right, Clara's story might be your story too. Stay with us because we're about to reveal the small fixes that made a big difference for her and could do the same for you. If you're finding this story helpful so far, give this video a like and subscribe to Life Advice for Older People for more smart, simple tips to help you feel your best after 60. Mistake number 1. Not drinking when you wake up. Most people wake up and head straight for the coffee pot. It's comforting, it's routine, but it's also one of the biggest mistakes seniors make first thing in the morning. Here's why that matters. While you sleep, your body continues to work, repairing cells, balancing hormones, and maintaining core functions. But during those 6 to 8 hours of rest, you're not taking in any fluids. You're essentially fasting from water all night long. By the time you wake up, your body is already slightly dehydrated, even if you don't feel it yet. Now here's the catch. When you're older, your sense of thirst naturally declines. You may not feel thirsty, but your cells are already craving hydration. And that mild dehydration can show up in sneaky ways, waking up groggy with a headache or feeling stiff and slow to get going. Some seniors even mistake it for poor sleep or general aging. But the real issue is that their body is begging for water. Clara used to start her mornings just like this. Groggy, foggy, reaching for a cup of coffee before her eyes were fully open. But no matter how strong the brew, she never felt fully awake. It wasn't until she swapped her first drink of the day with a glass of room temperature water that things began to change. Room temperature water might sound boring, but it's gentle on the stomach and allows your body to absorb it more efficiently, especially in the morning when your digestive system is still waking up. Clara began drinking just 1 glass within the first 30 minutes of getting out of bed, and within days, she noticed something surprising. Less brain fog, more energy by mid-morning, and fewer aches in her joints. It's such a small shift, yet so powerful. Think of it like turning on the ignition in your car. That morning glass of water jump-starts your metabolism, hydrates your brain, and helps flush out toxins your body processed during sleep. Bonus tip? Adding a squeeze of fresh lemon gives your liver a gentle detox boost and supports digestion, especially helpful if you experience constipation or sluggish bowels, which are common after 60. So ask yourself, What's the first thing you drink in the morning? Is it helping you start strong or silently slowing you down? Here's a gentle challenge. Tomorrow, before your coffee or tea, try sipping a glass of room temperature water. Give it 3 days and pay attention to how your body responds. You might be surprised by how much more alert and refreshed you feel. Let's hear from you. Do you drink water first thing in the morning or go straight to coffee like Clara used to? Tell us in the comments below. Your experience might just help someone else watching. And stay tuned, because the next mistake is something almost everyone overlooks. And it could be putting unnecessary stress on your kidneys. Mistake number 2, drinking too much water at once. We've all been there, feeling parched after a long walk, a workout, or just after waking up and reaching for that big glass of water to chug it down in one go. It seems like the quick fix, right? But here's the problem. Drinking large amounts of water all at once, especially for seniors, can actually do more harm than good. Let's break it down. When you drink too much water at once, your kidneys have to work overtime to process all of it. Your kidneys are designed to filter out waste and balance the fluids in your body, but overloading them with excessive water all at once can put unnecessary strain on them, making it harder for them to function efficiently. For seniors, whose kidney function naturally declines with age, this is a serious concern. Not only that, but chugging water too quickly can flush out essential minerals like sodium, potassium and magnesium through your urine. These minerals are critical for maintaining healthy nerve function, muscle health and hydration balance. Without them, you may start feeling lightheaded, fatigued, or even experience muscle cramps. It's like you're trying to hydrate your body, but in the process you're draining it of the very things it needs to stay healthy. Clara, our relatable character, learned this lesson the hard way. She always thought the more water she drank, the better, so she downed several large glasses in the morning to get a head start. However, she noticed that, despite drinking so much water, she still felt sluggish and would often get dizzy or cramp up after her walks. At first she figured it was just part of getting older, but when she spoke with her doctor, she learned that her excessive water intake was likely flushing out vital minerals her body needed to function properly. It wasn't until Clara switched to sipping water slowly throughout the day, rather than drinking large quantities at once, that she began to feel the difference. Instead of gulping down a glass in one sitting, Clara started sipping smaller amounts every 30 minutes to an hour, making sure her body had enough time to absorb the water without overwhelming her system. This method allowed Clara's kidneys to function more efficiently, without the constant strain of trying to process large amounts of liquid. Her body was able to absorb the water more effectively, and she noticed her energy levels improved. Her muscles weren't as stiff, and she felt a lot less bloated throughout the day. So, what's the actionable tip here? Sip your water slowly throughout the day. Instead of chugging multiple glasses at once, aim for consistent hydration by sipping a little bit every 30 to 60 minutes. This gives your kidneys time to process the water without overwhelming them, and allows your body to hold on to those important minerals. If you're wondering how much water is just right, a general rule of thumb is to drink about half your body weight in ounces each day. So if you weigh 140 pounds, aim for 70 ounces of water spread out throughout the day. Listen to your body. When you're thirsty, it's your signal to hydrate, but avoid feeling like you need to catch up all at once. Let us know in the comments. Have you ever experienced the effects of drinking too much water at once? Or do you prefer sipping throughout the day? Your story might help others in the community make better hydration choices. Mistake number 3. Drinking water during meals. It's a habit most of us do without thinking, sipping water while we eat. We've been taught that it helps with digestion and keeps us from choking on food. But here's the thing. For seniors, drinking water during meals can actually make digestion harder and more uncomfortable, especially after 60. Here's why it matters. Your stomach is a complex system designed to break down food using stomach acid. When you drink water during meals, it dilutes this stomach acid, making it less effective at breaking down food. For seniors whose digestive systems can slow down with age, this can lead to bloating, indigestion, and even heartburn. The result? You may feel overly full, gassy, or sluggish after eating, which is not only uncomfortable but can interfere with your enjoyment of meals. Clara, our example senior, found this out after years of feeling uncomfortable after meals. She used to drink water throughout her lunch and dinner, believing it would help her digest better. But she often found herself feeling bloated and sluggish after meals, and sometimes even had mild indigestion or heartburn. She chalked it up to getting older, but when she spoke to her nutritionist, she learned that drinking water during meals could actually be exacerbating the problem. Clara decided to make a simple change. Instead of drinking water with her meals, she started drinking it either 30 minutes before or 30 minutes after eating. At first, it felt strange to wait, but the results were nearly immediate. Within just a few days, Clara noticed a dramatic reduction in bloating, less indigestion, and much better digestion overall. Her stomach felt lighter, and she no longer felt sluggish after eating. She could finally enjoy her meals without that uncomfortable fullness or gas. Actionable tip. To optimize your digestion and avoid unnecessary discomfort, try drinking water 30 minutes before or 30 minutes after your meals, but not during. This allows your stomach acid to work efficiently, breaking down food properly, and ensures your digestive system isn't overwhelmed by excess liquid. Why does it work? Drinking water before or after meals allows your stomach to maintain the proper concentration of stomach acid while still staying hydrated. Plus, drinking water after meals helps flush out the digestive system and aids in the absorption of nutrients. But drinking during meals dilutes your stomach acid and slows down the digestive process. Bonus tip. If you're prone to heartburn or acid reflux, you may want to be especially mindful of this. Drinking water during meals can increase the likelihood of these conditions. A simple change, like waiting a bit after eating, could give you the relief you've been looking for. Challenge time. Try adjusting your water routine for a few days. If you've been drinking water during meals, try waiting 30 minutes before or after. Pay attention to how your stomach feels. Does it feel less bloated? Less heavy? Your body will let you know if this simple change is making a difference. Let's hear from you. Have you ever noticed how your stomach feels after meals? Do you drink water during meals or wait? Try this tip for a few days and tell us what happens. Sharing your experience could help others feel more comfortable at mealtime too. Mistake number 4. Not adjusting water intake with medication. If you're over 60 and take prescription medications, you may have noticed that your hydration needs seem to change from time to time. That's because certain medications, especially those that target high blood pressure or help you manage fluid retention, can have a surprising effect on your body's water balance. Unfortunately, many seniors don't realize that their medications are quietly dehydrating them until it starts affecting their health in noticeable ways. Here's why this is so important. Certain medications can act as diuretics, which means they increase urine production and cause your body to lose more water and electrolytes. Common medications like blood pressure pills, diuretics, and even some antidepressants can have this dehydrating effect. If you're on any of these medications, you may not be getting the hydration your body needs to stay healthy and active. Take Clara, for example. Clara had been on blood pressure medication for years, and while it helped manage her condition, she didn't realize that it was quietly dehydrating her. She would sometimes feel dizzy, fatigued, or even more thirsty than usual, but she just assumed it was part of getting older. It wasn't until she started feeling consistently drained and had trouble with dry skin and muscle cramps that she realized something wasn't right. When Clara finally spoke with her doctor about her symptoms, she learned that her blood pressure medication was affecting her body's water balance. Her doctor explained that certain medications, especially those prescribed to manage blood pressure and fluid retention, can lead to dehydration by making her kidneys work harder to process fluids. This had been happening over time, leaving Clara unknowingly dehydrated and vulnerable to symptoms like fatigue and poor skin elasticity. Actionable tip. If you're taking medication, especially diuretics or blood pressure pills, it's essential to adjust your water intake accordingly. You might need to drink a little more water or adjust the timing of when you drink. For example, if you take a diuretic in the morning, you may need to drink extra water in the afternoon to make up for the dehydration it causes. It's important to talk to your doctor about how your medication affects your hydration needs and make sure you're drinking enough water to stay balanced. How to manage this? Increase your water intake slightly. Medications that dehydrate you will require you to replenish those fluids throughout the day. Aim for a bit more water than usual, but be mindful of not overhydrating. Remember to sip slowly, as we discussed earlier. Time your hydration. Try to time your water intake around the times you take your medication. For instance, if you take a medication that dehydrates you in the morning, you might want to drink an extra glass of water in the afternoon to help balance things out. Monitor your symptoms. Keep track of how you're feeling. If you notice signs of dehydration like dry mouth, dizziness, or fatigue, it could be a sign that your medication is affecting your hydration levels more than you thought. Talk to your doctor. If you're feeling dehydrated despite drinking plenty of water, or if you're on medications that affect hydration, your doctor can offer personalized advice and potentially adjust your prescriptions to make sure you stay well hydrated and healthy. Bonus tip: pay attention to your other medications too. Some medications that aren't diuretics, like certain antidepressants or pain relievers, can also contribute to dehydration. Keep an open conversation with your healthcare provider about how all of your medications might impact your hydration levels. After Clara adjusted her water intake in response to her doctor's advice, she saw an improvement within just a few days. Her dizziness and fatigue lessened and her skin felt more hydrated. Most importantly, Clara realized that simple changes in how and when she drank water could make a huge difference in how she felt throughout the day. What can you do? If you're on any medications, don't wait for dehydration symptoms to sneak up on you. Take action today by consulting your doctor and adjusting your water intake to keep your body balanced and healthy. We want to hear from you. Have you noticed any dehydration symptoms while taking medication? How do you manage your water intake with your meds? Share your experience in the comments and let's help each other stay healthy. Mistake number 5. Ignoring signs of dehydration, specific to seniors. When we think of dehydration, the first thing that often comes to mind is dry mouth. While that's certainly a telltale sign, dehydration can manifest in a variety of ways, especially for seniors. And if you're not paying attention to these signs, it could be slipping under the radar and affecting your health in ways you don't realize. As we age, our bodies become less sensitive to thirst, and the signs of dehydration can be much subtler. Dry mouth might seem obvious, but other signs like confusion, fatigue, dizziness, and muscle cramps can easily be overlooked. These symptoms may seem unrelated to dehydration, but they often point to a body that's not getting enough water. And unfortunately, by the time we start noticing these signs, dehydration may already be taking a toll on our health. For seniors, staying hydrated isn't just about quenching thirst, it's about avoiding serious complications. Dehydration in older adults can lead to confusion, urinary tract infections, kidney problems, and a general decline in energy levels and mental clarity. It can even increase the risk of falls, as muscle cramps and dizziness take a toll on balance and coordination. Let's look at Clara's experience again. She had no idea that dehydration was impacting her mental clarity and energy until she started feeling more foggy than usual. She often felt tired, weak, and had muscle cramps after exercise. but she dismissed it as part of aging. But after learning about the deeper signs of dehydration and talking to her doctor, she realized that her body was sending her signals much earlier than she thought. Clara's body was trying to warn her with those symptoms, things like sudden fatigue and muscle cramps, but she hadn't recognized them as signs of dehydration. If you're experiencing fatigue, confusion, dizziness, or muscle cramps, it's time to check your hydration levels. One simple way to do this is by monitoring the color of your urine. Ideal urine color: pale yellow to light straw color. If your urine is this shade, you're likely well hydrated. Signs of dehydration: if your urine is darker, amber, honey, or even brown, it's a sign that your body is holding on to water and it's time to drink more. Dark urine means your kidneys are concentrating urine to preserve water, signaling that your body is running low on fluids. Remember, staying hydrated isn't just about gulping down water, it's about listening to your body's signals. If you're seeing darker urine, it's a clear indication that you need to drink more fluids right away. Bonus: tip dehydration can also affect your energy levels and make you feel more sluggish. If you're constantly tired or struggling with low energy, dehydration might be the culprit. Hydrating more consistently throughout the day can help improve your overall vitality and keep you feeling alert and active. Once Clara learned to monitor her hydration through urine color, she noticed she was drinking more water when she saw her urine darkening. She felt more energized and less fatigued. The muscle cramps she used to get after her morning walks became less frequent, and her mood improved as well. Most importantly, she realized that dehydration wasn't just about feeling thirsty, it was about recognizing the other subtle signs her body was giving her. We'd love to hear from you. What signs of dehydration have you experienced that you never thought could be linked to water intake? Have you been able to identify these signs in your own body? Let us know in the comments. Your experience may help others stay ahead of dehydration too. Now that we've uncovered the common hydration mistakes seniors often make, it's time to put the knowledge into action. Clara's journey proves that small changes can lead to a huge transformation. In fact, Clara's health began to improve so quickly that by day 7, she was already feeling lighter, clearer, and more energetic than she had in years. She didn't just get hydrated, she transformed her overall wellness. And here's how you can do it too, with a simple 7-day hydration boost plan that'll make a real difference. Whether you're already making some of these changes or starting fresh, this plan can help you feel amazing in just 1 week. The 7-day hydration boost plan: start the day with lemon water. Begin each morning by drinking a glass of warm lemon water. This kickstarts your metabolism and helps flush out toxins from the night before. Plus, the vitamin C in lemon supports immune health and digestion. Drink it within 30 minutes of waking up for optimal results. Carry a water bottle everywhere. Make it easy to sip water throughout the day by carrying a reusable water bottle. Keep it with you at all times, whether you're watching TV, walking around, or running errands. With your water bottle in hand, it's much harder to forget to hydrate. Sip herbal teas. Herbal teas aren't just comforting, they're also hydrating. Incorporate caffeine-free herbal teas like chamomile, peppermint, or ginger throughout the day. These teas can also support digestion and relaxation, making them the perfect addition to your hydration plan. Set reminders to drink water. Sometimes we get busy and forget to drink. Set an alarm on your phone or use a hydration app to remind you to drink water every 1 to 2 hours. These reminders will help you stay on track and ensure you're sipping consistently throughout the day. By the end of her 7-day hydration plan, Clara felt like a new person. Day 1 was rough. She struggled to adjust, but by day 3 her energy levels were up. By day 5 her digestion had improved, and by day 7 she felt lighter, more clear-headed, and more energetic than she had in years. She shared that her brain fog lifted, her digestion was no longer sluggish, and she felt younger and more vibrant. The simple act of adjusting her water intake and sticking to a hydration plan made all the difference. It's easy to feel like a change like this is too big or too complicated, but the truth is, It's never too late to start taking control of your hydration. Whether you're in your 60s, 70s, or beyond, small, consistent changes can have a massive impact on your health and how you feel. The best part? You don't need a fancy program or expensive supplements to feel this transformation. Just focus on consistent hydration, a bit of patience, and a few healthy habits each day. Now, it's your turn. What small hydration change can you start making today? Try following the 7-day plan and see how you feel by the end of the week. Your body will thank you. If you found this helpful, hit that like button and share it with someone who needs this today. Staying hydrated is one of the simplest yet most powerful ways to boost your health. And it could make all the difference for someone you care about. Let's spread the knowledge and help others feel their best.